Data quality. It sounds simple, unless you are staring at duplicates and names spelled 5 different ways. It's like a puzzle. One wrong piece and the picture doesn't fit. We know that pain. That's why the new release of ADMO and InSight brings real quality of life improvements to you. Cleaner data, faster access, and even stronger security that keep the whole picture together. Hi, I'm Sabine Ferber, your product manager of ADMO and InSight. Let me guide you through these updates.
Let's start with our role management. ADMO regulates role management via Active Directory. In the past, however, ADMO required a fixed naming structure for its Active Directory groups. For some customers, this was a problem because they have strict internal regulations for how AD groups can be named. To alleviate this, we have implemented a new role management that meets the security standards of your IT environment. So, let's navigate to the new section Access Management, which can be found in the global settings of ADMO. To access this feature, you require ADMO administrator privileges. In this area, we have also consolidated our license management together with the role management feature. As you can see, these are some of the existing ADMO roles that now have been mapped to differently named Active Directory groups. To create a new user role, you simply click on the Add button and you type in the name for a role that conforms with your naming guidelines. The big advantage is, however, that you can now also combine several roles into one. In this instance, I have created a super user admin and have given users in this Active Directory group the combined permission of the ADMO administrator and also the ADMO access manager. This indeed will become increasingly important as security standards grow more stringent and the need to protect access to sensitive information intensifies. In upcoming releases, we will introduce several additional permission levels, allowing you to assign permissions with finer granularity.
Next, let's look at our custom data fields. First, I'd like to show you where you can see custom data fields in general. You select an asset and the asset dialog will have a tab enabled. That's a custom data tab, if custom data fields have been defined for this asset. Up till now, we had only 3 types available: number fields, Boolean, which is like a checkbox, and a text field. With that release, we have introduced new custom data field types. And to define these, we navigate again to Administration, then we go to Global Settings, and then Maintenance and Custom Data. You do require ADMO administrative privileges to access this area. You select the asset type for which you want to define custom data for, and select the Custom Data tab. And now you can select a new field that you want to add. And you can actually see that we have a new type that is called Date. Let's do like an end of warranty field. And then we also have a new field that is called Selection field. First, you add your selection criteria or selection items, and then you will name the field. Let's call it Criticality. Now, all assets of this type have these new fields in their Custom Data tab. The user can choose from the selection list. Let's do it like medium, and then enter a date for the end of warranty. Another quality of life improvement is a quick selection in our location pane. We have added a search window that allows you to type in a location name, and you can directly jump to the location from the search window. This is of course especially useful for customers with larger systems because it allows for very fast navigation in our ADMO. In order to ensure data integrity, ADMO does require each asset to have a unique serial number. However, sometimes it is the case that at the creation of an asset, the serial number is not known yet. To alleviate this, we have introduced an automatically generated serial number that populates a serial number field until the actual serial number is known and can be entered. The automatically generated number consists of the prefix ADMO, the date stamp, and time stamp, and can so very easily be identified as a system-generated number and can be changed accordingly afterwards. Another heavily wanted feature is the ability to assign custom conversion factors to settings parameters, rather than use the predefined ones. With the introduction of ADMO 6.40, you can now do so. So take a look at this. We first navigate to our settings, select the settings revision, and go to the parameter table. As you can see here, for number values, you have the ability to assign a conversion factor. If any of the predefined conversion factors do not fit, you can create your own. In that case, we do 0.1. And the primary value is now converted to the secondary value accordingly. With InSight, our web application, we have continued to improve the performance and flexibility of our widgets, as well as introduced some cybersecurity enhancements. Until now, we had two widgets that feature column-based filters. That's for one, the Events widget, and secondly, the Settings parameter widget. With InSight 3.40, we now introduce 3 additional widgets that feature this capability. One of them is the Asset History of Location widget. This widget shows you all assets that are currently at a particular substation, but also includes assets that have been at the substation in the past and have been moved to a different location since. Let's take a look at all the assets that have been moved to a different location since, let's say, 2022. Here we can see now that we have 3 assets in Alexandria substation that have been moved to a different location since then. For example, this asset here that has been brought to the location in May of 2021 and has been moved to Bethesda substation in February of 2022. The next widget that is also profiting from this additional column-based flexibility is the Asset Report. This widget gives you quite a lot of information that is all maintenance related. I can also show you that with the column-based filters, we now have the option to export the data in the widget directly to an Excel spreadsheet. It is being generated and you can open it up directly in Excel. As you can see,
This information is now directly exported into the spreadsheet. The last widget that profits from the impressive filtering capabilities is the Open Follow-up Task widget, which gives you a very concise overview of all tasks that still need to be done in the system that have been generated by a tester in the field. This, of course, gives you now additional filters flexibility to find and see what tasks are relevant. All 18 InSight widgets deliver the data you need to make confident decisions.
Confidence isn't a feature or even luck. It's about knowing every piece is at its place. ADMO is your reliable partner. Explore what's new and keep the whole picture together.